What's going on? Can't play music. I'll get copyrighted. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jacob Edmonds uploading Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today, we're gonna hit back and biceps with the boy Cho.
What's up, you degenerates?
Cho, tell him what's up.
What's up?
This is Cho.
I'm Cho. Nice to meet y'all.
This is Cho.
I guess.
Okay, so as some of you may know, I'm playing offensive line at University of Utah. I played tackle all through high school, but I'll be playing inside O-line, guard, center. We'll see when I get up there. I'm practicing a lot of center. But today we're going to talk about my journey to becoming a D1 athlete. Hopefully this can help you guys a little bit, help you understand what my journey was and what I took, and maybe you guys can learn from that. So freshman year, I didn't really have any plans to play college football. I was kind of small. I was like, I think going in my freshman year, I was 5'10", probably 220. So I was like hefty. So I was playing offensive line, but I was a little shorter, you know, kind of a little bit unathletic. So they just threw me on the offensive line. But before this, just a little bit of backstory. My dad also played in the NFL, but he was a kicker, so I kicked a lot too. But I wasn't really good at that, so I had no plans of doing that either. But moving on from there, my freshman year, I played tackle, wasn't very good. Our team ran the wing tee offense, which was not really football. It was kind of just running the ball down their throat. It was football, but it wasn't football in terms of offensive linemen, because you kind of just blocked like this and ran into everybody and just moved people out of the way for a second so somebody can get by. But then, after my freshman year, I really started lifting during the summer. I got bigger. I ate a lot of food. And then I think I went into my sophomore year like 6'1", probably 250, 260. So I was still pretty big, pretty heavy for being only 6'1". But I played my first couple games, dominated. Then I got moved up to varsity halfway through my sophomore year. So went up to there, kind of just sat back and watched, and didn't really do much on varsity. Kind of just sat behind the senior that was there already. That's kind of all, just kind of getting acclimated to the varsity program. The coach thought I was going to be pretty good and wanted to put me right away for my junior year, and he thought it'd be best for me to come in for our sophomore year to play on varsity. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to trust coach. So then as soon as I got pulled up to varsity, that's kind of when it clicked. Like, I want to play football in college. Like, I love this sport. This is what I want to do. So I decided to really start putting in the effort, really start grinding. So that's when it kind of all kicked off. And then in my junior year, COVID hit. That kind of ruined everything. I mean, it didn't really ruin everything, but it kind of took everything off its course. It was really down during that time. I think we went, I don't remember how long, but we went so long of just conditioning. A lot of people quit because it was hard and there was no end in sight. But then they came up with club leagues, because I'm from California. So California, it was a lot harder. Everything was a lot harder on the COVID terms. Like, everything got shut down. But then these club leagues came out. So I decided to play in this club league with a bunch of the guys from my team. And we played one game. It went pretty well. I did really well. But then all of a sudden we came back, and that Vaca High was having a season. Vaca High is the school I played for. So I was like, let's go. I quit that team. Didn't really quit it, but it kind of disparated because everybody was having a season. So we left that team. We came back to our school team, and I did really well my junior year. So did really well my junior year. Practiced a lot, trained a lot, went as hard as I could, got on my film. Film for football, #1 way is through Twitter. I emailed, people were like, oh, you got to email coaches every day. Emailed coaches every day, didn't get a single response. I sent Twitter out to like 10 different colleges every single day. That's probably where I got the most responses from. So if you guys want to reach out to coaches, it's really through Twitter. That's what it gets through. And when you're posting your film, your huddle film, don't tag a bunch of coaches in your huddle film, or in your Twitter huddle film on the Twitter feed, because I was talking to a guy, and he's like, he kind of related it to being like a girl's. Like, if you're trying to get like a girl's attention, you don't put a bunch of girls in a group chat hoping one sticks, because that's kind of how the way they take it too. You got to DM them privately. Just tag like scouts, recruiters, not recruiters for colleges, but like people that give you stars. So then after my junior year, I went to a lot of camps. I got my ranking. I was 2 stars, but I was ranked a 3-star, but I didn't get my official height and weight, and you have to be over like 6 foot. They just kind of make sure to, as a lineman, to get your 3-star in most cases. So I was 2 stars on 247, but I got ranked. The guy that ranked me told me I was 3 stars. I just had to get that done, and I ended up going to a different camp instead of going to the camp where they give you your height and weight. So that kind of sucked, but it was like not a big deal. And then going into my senior football year was when I got my first offer. So I was been pushing. It was like, recruiting is a really hard process, guys. It sucks. If you're a smaller recruit like I was, it's hard because you're constantly trying at it, you're constantly thinking about it, and it can be really like downing at some point, but it's also like the highest of highs. Like, when I got that first offer, it was like every single second of it was worth it. My first offer was University of San Diego, so not scholarship offer because they don't do any scholarship money because they're a private school. But then that's when the offers started racking in. Getting that first offer is so hard, guys. I'm just telling you, if you can get an offer from if you can get that first offer, that's when colleges are like, all right, this guy's D1 caliber, we're gonna start offering him. So that's kind of where it kept going. Is started off there and I got this offer because I went to camps my junior year. So try to, from your junior to senior year, that's probably the most important time to go to camps. So try to go to a lot of camps in that time. I think I went to 7 that summer. That's where I met the University of San Diego coach. He saw me, he liked what he saw, he offered me. But then I got a couple other offers, and then I got my preferred walk-on from University of Utah, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, I know it's not any money, but then again, COVID gave everyone an extra year eligibility. That kind of took all the scholarships away. But still, that was just like hit hard. Like, Pac-12 football, man. Like, this is like a dream come true. So I called my dad up that day I got it. He wasn't very happy at first because my dad wanted me to play at BYU. He played at BYU with the current head coach. They played together. It took him like a week. And then after, I was like, Dad, I think I'm going to commit to Utah. He's like, do it, dude. He was like in full support, full swing of it. He now bleeds red. He's super supportive of Utah. But that's kind of what my journey was as an offensive lineman and getting recruited and going D1. If I had like one piece of advice, it's just hustle. Hustle beats talent. I know everybody says that. I know that comes from everybody, but I'm telling you, if you can outwork anybody, that's going to beat talent. And I know that's so generic and so that's what everyone says, but it's so true. So you just got to outwork. Coaches see that. They see that. Because I would go 12 steps through the whistles when my coaches say. I would go 13 steps, pancake the guy after the whistle. It's just, you got to be aggressive. You got to be violent as an offensive lineman. You can be half good, have half talent, but if you're violent, aggressive, you push through people, you beat your man. You want to beat your man, pause. That's, whoa. But didn't mean that. Beat your guy on the, nah, that sounds weird too. Absolutely dominate your guy. You just keep pushing through him. You don't stop. That's the best advice I could give, as well as hustle. That's my journey to becoming a D1 offensive lineman. Thanks, guys, for watching this video. Hope to guys see you in the next one. Peace.